Well, we are rounding second and headed for home. Not able to quite pay tribute to the late great Joe Nuxall with rounding third because we're doing three segments today. Segment three, it's the box of mystery. Kyle leads the way there, and Kyle, for those who don't know, tell us what we're in for because I don't know what I'm in for yet myself.
Oh, you don't. And this is a good one. So we have a box of mystery. I know right now on this one it has Zippo butane stuff and lighter fluid, and I don't think that's something Joe wants to talk about, but
Probably not.
we're gonna have a fun one with this one. So last week, while we were on hiatus, um, Derrick Henry appeared on the Dan Patrick show, and Dan Patrick was talking about how he's in Happy Gilmore 2. And Derrick Henry revealed he's a huge Adam Sandler fan. So the dots got connected, and Sandler got on and said, "Okay, Derrick, if you can rush for 2K this year, I will get you into one of my movies." So you got to admit, a motivated Derrick Henry is always a winning
Sure.
proposition. So let's keep it simple here. Give me your top three athlete cameos in movies. It's not like, hey, they played, in a like you can't pick like Bobby Conway from Mighty Ducks. It's not it. Has to be a famous athlete who either played himself or even played a role and did a movie.
Okay. I'll give you three, and then I'll figure out my exact order. So the first one that comes to mind was Lance Armstrong in Dodgeball. The
Oh,
Aren't You Beautiful first scene, just absolutely
yep.
fantastic. Second is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Airplane,
Okay.
and the third one I thought of, just making sure. Does it count if they have like a prominent role in the movie, like they're just not in and out, like if they're like a
No,
prom?
you can roll with it. I mean,
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mike Ditka in Kicking and Screaming. Maybe not the best, but that's one of my favorites. And as far as order goes, um probably stick with that order. Actually no, I'll go Kareem Airplane number one, Armstrong number two, and then Ditka number three. With an honorable mention to Kevin Garnett in Uncut Gems because he was surprisingly good in that. So
all right. So I got my three, and I have an honorable mention. So my honorable mention goes to Lawrence Taylor. This is Lawrence Taylor's rookie card. So Lawrence Taylor made a cameo in The Sopranos. So he's
yes, he did.
Sir Lawrence of the Meadowlands. But why he made it onto this list more in particular was his cameo in The Waterboy with his drug PSA, and then his role as in Any Given Sunday, which to me was absolutely spot on. So my number three cameo goes to the biracial angel himself in the other guys, Derek Jeter. So the whole scene with Mark Wahlberg, where he's in his, I guess he had a trauma anonymous class, and essentially they're all destroying him because he shot Derek Jeter in Game 7. Referred to Mark Wahlberg, the Bostonian, as the Yankee Clipper. And it's like one guy goes, "In the biracial angel, why didn't you shoot A-Rod?" Absolutely the best for me. So for at least number three. Number two, I'm gonna stick in the Boston area. I'm gonna go with Cam Neely, who played Seabass in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
If you ever see the unrated edition, oh my God, I still cannot get over it. Since we are a family program, not safe for work, do not put it on in front of your kids. But I will tell you, OMG, you have to watch. And my number one, you gotta go with who should have won an Academy Award for this role. The Tone Loc, Jim Carrey, Courtney Cox, supporting cast, one Dan Marino in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. How can you not love Dan's role in that movie? It is absolutely fantastic. Laces out, Dan. You have the whole Ray Finkel thing. And again, we are a family program. So how the end of that movie turned up with Einhorn Finkel, we'll leave it at that, and how Dan provided the assist and he was able to get back for the Super Bowl, which was in Miami. And I can't remember the Dolphin's name that they rescued, but the most important Dolphin in that movie, Dan Marino.
Good stuff. Speaking of athletes in movies, this is 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago was 2 days ago, as of this recording, was the 31st anniversary of the White Bronco chase. And OJ Simpson could have shown up on this list multiple times for Naked Gun and multiple other films as well. He was a pretty good actor.
Did you see the new Naked Gun trailer?
I did. Cody Rhodes is in it.
Did you see how they lampoon OJ in that?
Yep.
Dude, I loved it. The fact that they went there was fantastic. Look, I remember being the young Knicks fan, watching my basketball game get interrupted for this white Bronco chase, and I'm swearing at the TV as a 9-year-old. I'm trying to root for Patrick Ewing, and it's probably the last time I rooted for Patrick Ewing. Yeah. For me, that Bronco chase was just more annoying than anything.
That's one event I wish that Twitter had existed for.
Oh my God, it would have been unreal. I mean, you think of that day. You had Arnold Palmer done at Oakmont. You had the Rangers in the Cup final. You had the Knicks going on. You had the OJ thing. I think the World Cup was kicking off. It's like, I don't know if we've ever had anything like that.
Yeah, they made a whole documentary about it.
Did you enjoy the U.S. Open in Oakmont?
I did. It was hot. And there was a lot of walking, but yeah, there were certainly. I did go on Thursday. That was the hottest day of the tournament, but I got a polo that's pretty sweet. Wore that out Saturday. Got a lot of comments on it, but yeah, and I love when it comes to Oakmont because Oakmont was designed really for no purpose other than to piss people off.
Pretty much. That's the giant. It is a troll at heart. I unfortunately I was in Columbus, so I missed the entire. Usually I go to Oakmont when it has it. I know there's no way for me to show my steel sun and stuff from the last time it was there because my Mexican sombrero will obstruct the view here in the Kyle Cave of Doom or whatever we want to call where my studio is. But I'm going to say this. I really missed going to Oakmont this year. I always take pleasure seeing that course because it is the toughest course. And in fact, I think only 2 golfers finished under par.
Only one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it beat the field. And like, what's beautiful with this Open was how many of us go golfing and we're already into the 4-letter vernacular based off of a shot, and you're watching these guys lose their lunch. I mean, they have much more on the line than any of us do. I mean, if not, then, and if you're a viewer, please comment because we would love to figure out how we made you want to watch us, and maybe you would want to sponsor us. Shameless plug. Hey. But anyhow, it was what highlights I was able to see. It looked phenomenal. I enjoyed it myself.
Yeah, did you go, Kyle, in 2007, the year that Cabrera won at 5 over par?
I did the practice round.
I did too. I was 9, but I did go to one of the practice rounds.
Yeah, my one buddy, and I'm trying to find it here in my bag here, but he got me a marker from Oakmont, which was fantastic, and I've every challenge coin in my bag in my hand except the one I'm looking for. It's like, where did I place that? But it's in here somewhere. We can always share that another time.
Absolutely. Well, that is going to do it for the latest episode of Joe and the Fat Man. For Kyle Fatman Golick, I'm Joe Smeltzer, both with Nittany Sports Now. Drive safe and join us again on the next episode of Joe and the Fat Man.